Hi. So it's been a while since I've vlogged or made a video on YouTube. But at any rate, today I wanted to maybe do a vegan... Okay, Dottie. Do you want me to open up the back? Okay, I'll open up the back. But I thought I would do a kind of vegan food prep video and see kind of how that goes. I got a couple things that I'm trying to make for next week. One of which is some root vegetables and whatnot roasted, and I'll get that started while we're talking. But beyond just that, as I'm getting the temperature ready, is I'm also thinking about making some other staples that I like to keep, one of which is a vegan Parmesan made out of cashew nuts, and a vegan kind of spread cheese that's also made out of cashews. And then from there, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna make, but one thing that I am going to do before we get started to prep is some Airborne, because Nick's been sick, and while I was at the store, I was starting to feel that little tinge. So I want to get that started. I also want to make myself some of this tea. So I had it yesterday and it's so good. It's a Thai iced tea. You can just put like a little bit of agave in there, as well as just a splash of milk if you want, and it's so yummy. So let's get some of these contraptions together before we get started on some of the other stuff. I guess I should use filtered water. There is already, so I have enough room in there. All right, so I'm gonna put him in there for about a minute and some change. We'll just do 2 minutes. I've not done an Airborne in a long time. I remember not liking them. Anything I can do to prevent myself from getting sick, I'm going to try. This bad boy is ready. I'm just gonna dunk that in. And what's super neat about this Thai iced tea is that it turns it orange. I'm gonna put a little bit of my favorite, which is, I personally like rice milk. I just use agave, and I just use a little bit, and honestly you could do it without. But man, is that so yummy. It's so good. So we're gonna let that steep for a little bit. This looks like, now this looks like it's ready. So let's do this, because I am not a big fan of anything that's medicine-y, but we're gonna give it a shot, see how it goes. Actually, it's not that bad. I think they've gotten better on their recipe. It's always helpful to put good intentions out in the world. I don't know if other people do that, but to me, I find it very important. And I find that generally good results happen. I'm a huge believer in like energy and stuff. And so if you put good energy out there, I mean, you're just fostering goodness, right? Mm-hmm. All right, almost done. Yay! All right, now, I think this tea is getting ready. I spilled a little bit. Look at the color on that, it's so beautiful. So this is probably still really hot, but that's so good. So good. Whew, hot though. All right, so let's start getting our stuff together for cashews. So I wrote down the recipe because it's fairly easy. So it's just some raw cashews, some nutritional yeast, salt, and garlic. So I've got this big thing. Oh, here's our nutritional yeast and our garlic. Also need this guy. I'm gonna grab him out. This guy comes in super handy. It's one of my favorite kitchen gadgets of like all time. So I'm trying to make a batch that is large enough to fit into like a container like this. So we might have to make it a couple times. I also have these two, but I think I want to do like the cheese sauce in here. Okay, you get my measuring. A lot of these recipes don't really need measuring and all of that kind of stuff, but I personally sometimes, until I really get familiar with the recipe, I personally like to measure 2 cups. 2 cups of cashews. And waste not, want not. Make sure to not waste all those runaways. So I don't know if you're new to veganism or if you've been doing veganism for a while. If you're new to veganism, then this recipe may be a game changer for you. And even if you've been doing it for a while, it might be something you've just never tried. It's so yummy. I end up putting this on a lot of different foods. So, I mean, that's really all I have to say about it, is that it's fairly easy to make. This stuff, nutritional yeast, is also really amazing. So if you have never tried it, definitely look for that. Okay, so we need a teaspoon of salt. I'll be right back. So again, we're doubling it, so I'm gonna put in 2. I think why I like this one so much is because of how simple it is, and it stores really well, and it's not a big mess to make. It's just all around a good one. It's a bit noisy in it, so I'm about to turn it on, so you'll hear how noisy that gets. First, like to pulse it a couple times. It's gonna get loud. All right. So, our first thing that we want to try, it's a runaway cashew. So scrummy. Okay. I'm not feeling, it feels like that first pass was like everything we needed. And really all I'm doing right now is just making sure that everything has chunked up. But here, let's take a closer look. That's what it looks like on the inside. Now you have a Parmesan cheese. Let's taste it. I love it. Okay, time to put it in the package. Voila, you're done. That's all. We've got some vegan Parmesan cheese, the kind that you sprinkle on top of pasta. That's what we just made. Super simple, super yummy. And so with this, okay, so part of food prep is to reorganize what you think you're gonna do. So since the temperature is getting close, I'm going to prepare my root vegetables because they're gonna take some time to prepare. I'm also gonna clean up, and then we'll do the nacho cheese after that. That's what I'm gonna do. So stand by. Let's get started on that nacho dressing or nacho sauce, which first time I had it as a vegan was like, oh my God, just because, well, I wasn't really in the vegan world and I had no idea that you could make something so yummy and so simple. So we're going to put that together right now. One thing I want to do first, because I noticed it made a huge difference compared to the last time that I did this, is to soak the cashews. So we are going to measure out our cashews. It calls for 1 1/4 cup water. So I'm going to do 1 1/2, because I've noticed that sometimes the instructions are not always up to snuff on the right amount of water. All depends on kind of the quality that you want, and I like mine to be a little bit on the runny side. Two of the things that I like to add, one is ancho chili powder. I only like to do just a smidge of that. Just gives it a nice little boost. I also like to add a little bit of turmeric for the color. Don't go too crazy with this because it will overpower, but it is worth it to note that it gives it a little bit more of a cheesy looking excuse me, look to it. Okay, we're still heating up some water, although it might be getting close. So I'm gonna let that heat up. I'm gonna pour that in. We're gonna let it steep before we pulse it into the cream. Again, I do this just so that it can, meld in, so that they can soak a little bit. And you don't have to let it do this for a long time. But it's just a trick that I've kind of seen since I've made this, is just to do that so that it can eventually do its thing. So we're gonna let that sit for a little bit before we pulse it up. Okay, I think that it's ready. They've been soaking now for a little bit of time. So we are going to get things crack-a-lackin'. So for some reason, it's still a little gritty, so I'm just gonna let it ride for a little bit longer. I don't know what else to do. I added some milk, added some more nuts. I don't know, we're just gonna let it ride. We're gonna let it keep doing its thing. Again, positive intentions heading its way, hoping that that fixes it. But with how much is here, I feel like I'm gonna need more than one jar, but that's okay. This is what it looks like. You can see it's not as like queso-y as I would like, but it's gonna have to do. All right, so this is gonna be tricky. I don't have the proper size funnel. So we are just going to make do the best that we can. Might help us in this endeavor. Steer this one a little bit better than the last time. Now we just gotta hand it. And put these in the fridge. Now we just clean up, and that is all she wrote. And I think that's all I can do to prep right at the moment. I'm kind of a little bit zonked on the cooking front. I don't know, I think that's pretty productive. Got a couple staple things made. I think that's gonna be it. I'm gonna continue on my Halloween costume, which I don't think you necessarily care to watch, but thank you for joining me. Sorry it's been a while since I've been on YouTube. I hope that you enjoyed kind of seeing me prepare some like vegan staples on this beautiful Sunday fall evening. And then I guess until maybe next time, which I don't know. I can't say when, how, what, but there will be a next time, just like there's this video. So I'll just catch you when I catch you. Have a good one. Enjoy your week. Bye.